This is it, the final chapter of Judith. Judith broke out into this song of thanksgiving, and the whole people sang the hymn. Praise my God with tambourine, sing to the Lord with the cymbal. Let psalm and canticle mingle for him. Extol his name, invoke it, for the Lord is a God who shatters war. He has pitched his camp in the middle of his people to deliver me from the hands of my enemies. Assyria came down from the mountains of the north, came with tens of thousands of his army. Their multitude blocked the wadis, their horses covered the hills. He promised to burn up my country, destroy my young men with the sword, dash my sucklings to the ground, make prey of my little ones, carry off my maidens. But the Lord Almighty has thwarted them by a woman's hand, for their hero did not fall at the young man's hands. It was not the sons of the Titans who struck him down. No proud giant made that attack. It was Judith, the daughter of Merari, who disarmed him with his beauty of her face. She laid aside her widow's dress to rally those who were oppressed in Israel. She anointed her face with perfume, bound her hair under a turban, and put on a linen gown to seduce him. Her sandal ravished his eye, and her beauty took his soul prisoner, and the scimitar cut through his neck. The Persians trembled at her boldness. The Medes were daunted by her daring. These were struck with fear when my lowly ones shouted. They were seized with terror when the weak ones shouted louder. When they shouted loudest, they gave ground. The children of mere girls ran them through, pierced them like the offspring of deserters. They perished in the battle of my Lord. I will sing a new song to my God. Lord, you are great, you are glorious, wonderful, strong, unconquerable. May your whole creation serve you. For you spoke the things that came into being. You sent your breath and they were put together. No one can resist your voice. Should mountains topple to mingle with the waves, should rocks melt like wax before your face, to those who fear you, you would still be merciful. A little thing indeed is a sweet-smelling sacrifice, still less than the fat burned for you in Holocaust. But whoever fears the Lord is great forever. Woe to the nations who rise against my race. The Lord Almighty will punish them on Judgment Day. He will send fire and worms into their flesh, and they shall weep with pain forevermore. When they reached Jerusalem, they fell on their faces before God, and once the people were purified, they offered their holocausts and voluntary offerings and gifts, and Holofernes' property given her by the people and the canopy she herself had stripped from his bed. Judith vowed to God as a dedicated offering. For 3 months the people gave themselves up to rejoicing in Jerusalem before the temple, where Judith stayed with them. When this was over, everyone returned home, and Judith went back to Bethulia, and she lived on her estate. As long as she lived, she enjoyed a great reputation throughout the country. She had many suitors, but all of her days, from the time her husband Manasseh died and was gathered to his people, she never gave herself to another man. Her fame spread more and more. The older she grew in her husband's house, she lived to the age of 105. She emancipated her maid, and then died and was buried in a cave where Manasseh, her husband, lay. The house of Israel mourned for her for 7 days. Before her death, she had distributed her property among her own relations and those of her husband Manasseh. Never again during the lifetime of Judith, nor indeed for long after her death, did anyone trouble the sons of Israel.